Hello, it's Lucas here, and I've got another Muck Showcase for you. In today's video, I'm looking at the L Police Station. This is my third video on the L Police Station, and I'm hoping this one will be the best one. We're going to start off with the minifigures, and we're going to go through these rather quickly. The first one is Lucas in his L Police outfit. He's got a sword, a shield, wild style legs from the Lego Movie 2, and that's about all for him. With William, it's pretty much the same story, only he's got Han Solo legs and of course different head and face. Next we have Sally. She is pretty normal too, with the Star-Lord legs from the Marvel minifigure series, whichever one it was. Then we have the L Police captain. I don't remember his name, but there he is, looking nice and special, because he is very special. Then we have an L Police trooper or officer in just a normal L Police uniform. That's pretty much all for them. And then we have the L Police helicopter pilot. This is a special uniform compared to other L Police pilot uniforms, so that's why I pointed that out. And you can see, pretty nice. Then we have James Callahan. He's the main villain, and you can see him with his two knives. You know, his Han Solo hair. And then here is the criminal brute, and he's got a chainsaw and this nice piece from Ninjago. Whew! Last time that took too long. It took 5 minutes. That's why I kept taking breaths, because trying to go through that fast. Much like this next part, which is the taco truck. This is a villain vehicle, believe it or not. And this is just basically Emmett's car from the Lego Movie with just taco truck colors. It kind of reminds you of a taco truck. I haven't built this, my brother did, but it's really nice. And it's also got this set number, 7288. Not sure which set that is, but doesn't matter. And then we have the L Police helicopter. This is actually a real set. Hold on. Sort of a real set. It is a recolor and modified version of the 7741 police helicopter. As you can see here, this is a set my brother had when he was very young, as it came out in like 2008. And you can see this is a very nice helicopter. It's my favorite helicopter in LEGO City Undercover, one of my favorite vehicles in LEGO City Undercover. So of course I had to rebuild that. And here it is as the L Police with their signature red, white, and black color scheme. Red, or white as the main color, red as the accent, and black as the underside color mostly. Except for around here, there's no black. There's barely any black except for up there, but regardless, it's pretty much the same, except the back is made to look a little bit better. It's smoother, and there's this new piece on the top. It's really nice. I like this. And of course, this is for the helicopter pilot, which you saw with the minifigures. And that's all the side builds. Only took 3.5 minutes, which is 2 minutes shorter than just the minifigures alone. So that is so much better. Alright, I'm also having to make this late because I've had a pretty busy day. But here's the L Police base. This is different than the last time I showed it to you. It's got more details to look more like an actual building. I'm still not a huge fan of it because it's literally just a big white building. But I mean, aren't most buildings nowadays just big boxes? So at least I'm going the extra mile with adding these nice new curved windows with some extra detailing at the top. That's just to add something. This gray awning, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it looks nice. It adds an extra layer to it. And also window sills on all the windows down here. Specifically, you can see there's actually a hole in that. Oh, no, the criminals try to use that hole to escape because they won't fit through it. But there's also this backyard out here, which is kind of hard to see, but it's got a fence, very overgrown. And then if we pull away this, you can see there's a trash can and a door to leave. Originally, it was just pavement. There's nothing else to it. So, broke it a little bit, but now it looks a lot nicer. A lot nicer. And we're just gonna put all that together. I'm not gonna go over this building because this is this is the exact same as the original one, and there's nothing really that special anyway. But we're gonna start with the first layer of the L Police Station. Like I said, not much has actually. Well, I don't think I've said it, but not much has changed, mostly exterior-wise. But I just wanted to make a new video on this, and so here it is. You can see we've got. We'll start with the interrogation room. It's missing a piece on the inside, which is unfortunate where the board is supposed to be. But you can see it's got a tall lamp, so you can get your good lighting while you're interrogating. And there is the suggestion of a one-way mirror here, so that another person can look in while they're investigating whoever's on the inside. There's something else in there, like from my cat. And then out this door, there's some handcuffs, staircase, and then the receptionist desk. You've got a card scanning device, so you can make sure only verified employees can get through. A computer, and then a filing cabinet with a mirror. And I might as well take this off because it's very hard to see. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Video game poster. Space game. On the what does it say? Play box. This always comes off. That is the... Oh, it's upside down. Whatever. That is the police side of this. On the other side... I know this might look a little rough, but it's very hard to show this off with a professional setup. But you can see there are doors either side. Yeah. And each of them just have the same bed. Nothing special to it. Just beds. And there it is. The first level of the L Police base. Alright. Now, and this is an extra roof segment there. Alright. We're gonna get the second floor. The second floor, a nice new detail that's been added to this is it's curved now. It just adds a little extra something to it than just flat tiles all the way across. Well, it doesn't add much. It's better than nothing. And on the inside, you can see a clock posted to the wall. This is William's desk. I'll actually grab him right now. He's unfortunately under the stairs, but that wasn't anything against him. He just lives under the stairs. He's Harry Potter, I guess. But he's just got a pretty normal computer setup. Nothing too special. It's pretty much just what you would find in an old Lego City set. There's a trash can over there. A water cooler, which is new, and used to be on the original one if you watched the first ever video, but was later taken out for who knows why when I did the renovations. So I'm glad to see it back. It's pretty much my same original design, even though the design wasn't the best. But that's fine. Over there is the counter with the milkshake. It's missing some drawers because I had to make the town hall, but that's some insider information. Now here, this right here is Sally's. So you can see there's a Minecraft map on there, some sets, and some posters. I only have the map up there because I couldn't find another computer screen, and so I thought that was good enough. Maybe she's checking to see if there's anything happening on the map. I don't know. But we'll put her down in there. Actually, you know what? I won't put her in there because I might use her for the thumbnail. Same with William. So we'll just take them out. And continuing on, The one in the middle is, of course, Lucas's desk. He's got his crystal sword there, which is kind of strange because he also has his crystal sword. Oh, well, now he's dead. But he also has his sword in his hand. And if this was an actual Lego set, it would probably be the same piece. But I just put that in there for decoration. You probably wouldn't actually keep it in there all that much, but you know, I just thought it was a nice touch. There's the poster of the time he saved the city from a nasty fire, and his computer is probably the most special of all of them because it's got what I've heard of as an illegal building technique, but I'm not sure if it's really that illegal, but it's just some window panes inside of lever pieces. You've probably seen them before. It's a pretty basic technique, but I just used it because it was a technique I was familiar with, and I also like it personally, even though it could be considered illegal. And then last but not least is the captains. And I also realized that I could have taken this off to get a better view, so if you wanted to see more, there it is. But he's got a pretty basic desk too, with a newer computer and a wanted screen. And don't say it, but yes, it is sideways. I just had to do that because I really wanted to use that piece, and that was the only way I could use that piece. So, I mean, feel free to comment, but at the same time, I already know. And then we're going to remove the roof so we can get to the final covered floor, I guess. Floor with walls. If you want to include the roof as a wall or as a floor, you can, but I won't. This is a little wonky because one thing I didn't mention is that everything here is taller. So originally it was only up to where these tiles are pretty much, and it's become taller, and every other floor has also become taller. There's one thing I forgot to mention. So here it is. It just comes up here. That's why there's such a big gap right there. But this is the vault floor. There's a camera. There's a thing. I can't think of what it's called right now. But there's an alarm. And there's the super secret keypad with a large vault door. Swinging vault door. This is so that if anyone tried to look through the windows, it would be harder to see. It's a very, very special vault. And this is kind of inspired by the brick bank because it had a sort of a girder metal style like roof to the top of their vault, and so that's why I did that. But in here you can see there's just some random miscellaneous boxes, nothing too special. This floor overall, well, it's important. It's also not that like fleshed out. There's just all that really needs to be there, so it ends up not being much, but that's fine. I like this floor, and we can move on to the roof. Here we have the roof. So this is pretty special because I added this. Oh, this piece came off again. Okay, I added this. I don't know, I took it off, but this is just the edge of the roof. It adds more detail, and I also lost half of it, so I shouldn't have taken it off. Although, that could be a very good destruction feature. There it is. Alright, now I distracted again. Alright. Here we go. And then on here, don't look at the broken clip, but this is the shield generator that generates a shield over the base so that it can't be attacked. And it's got a solar panel as backup power because where it is, like where the building is located, that solar panel is not going to be very good during the winter. So that is just a thing. This is probably one of my favorite things in the set that I built. is this hatch. I don't know why I like it so much. I don't know if it's the red outline, but I just like it a lot. And here's the helicopter pad. It fits in pretty nicely, I'd say. And it does have clearance from the American flag, as long as you move away. But yeah, you can see it's got plenty of clearance. I actually did move this over by 2 studs to make sure that this had more than enough clearance for it. So that was pretty important to me. And then I'm pretty sure this is new from what I remember, but these new platforms that I have added where they just kind of overhang a little bit. Once again, I'm not 100% sure whether or not these are new, but I'll go over them like they're new because as far as I'm concerned, they are new. But here you can see they're just this graded, style, and they've got a few jumpers. Over here you can see there's a container. Inside of that are a screwdriver and some little light sticks for flight purposes, because of course there's a large landing pad here, which is where a lot of important resources can be transported to and from these bases. Pretty important. And then I'll take this off just so you can see a little easier. But this is the radio, the solar array. I don't know what you would call this because I also can't think of that at the moment. But you can see it's got all of its dishes for communication. Some nice big ones here. This one is missing one, only because of a specific set I rebuilt recently. But anyway, you can see there's a wrench here for any repairs that are necessary, and it's overall just pretty nice. It's got this nice sharp, well, not sharp, but pointed piece at the top, which I actually got from a LEGO Star Wars set. It's pretty cool. This is actually a piece that is used a lot or not a lot, but used in some of the crystals for this series. Not Chaos Emeralds, not Infinity Stones, but their own special, powerful crystals. Anyway, those don't really matter. I'm gonna bring the police station right back up. Here we go. Nice hefty build. Put that right there. And there it is, the All Police Station. Whew. 3 videos so far, including this one. And it keeps getting better and better. If I ever make any significant changes, again, I probably will make another video about it. Otherwise, I probably won't. I also wanted to make this video just to see if I can make one of these videos that actually does well. Because the last video of this only has like 20 views compared to all my most recent ones. And it makes sense because no one knows the All Police. So I guess I can just add a little extra segment to the end. Just because, like, why not? About the actual history of it. History of the All Police. Not many people are probably actually going to see this. Very few, actually. But I'm just going to put this in here. Anyway. But, well, first off, let's get the the actual real life history of the All Police. Basically, in 2017-ish, around that time, I started Lucas's story as just a fun little story with my LEGO minifigures. It was very different then. It actually wasn't Lucas's story at the time. Well, I mean, it was Lucas's story, but before that was Fire in the City, which is still canon. But Fire in the City, which is why Lucas has a poster in there, was all about this guy named Lucas who was a firefighter, and basically blah blah blah, special water, blah blah blah, raging fires, yada yada yada. Basically, he saved the entire city from this huge fire, that could have caused massive destruction, and everyone thought he had died. Well, most people. But before we get to what happened after that, we have to talk about something he did while he was a firefighter. I'm not 100% sure on the history of this yet, and also everything I'm talking about is subject to change. But basically, somehow, someway, I haven't thought of it yet, James was doing some criminal act, because he's a criminal, and Lucas somehow ended up conflicting with that, and he ended up having a lot of time in prison, because in the city that he's from, he is a huge criminal. He can never get caught, but he is this large criminal. Is always causing havoc. And Lucas just happened to come across him, not even knowing who he was, and stopping the specific crime that he was doing, and also getting him locked up in jail. This, of course, made James very angry. And for 3 years, he was locked in prison, never to escape again. Or at least it felt like it to him. Maybe he never would escape again. But eventually, he made his grand escape. It was a huge thing. Everyone was talking about it on the news because, of course, this massive criminal who's done so many terrible things just escaped. And he had his eyes set on vengeance for one specific person. That person being Lucas, the person who put him in that prison cell. Sort of. And so, he, once he heard that Lucas was actually still alive, even though everyone thought he was dead, he went to his house and attacked him. Not to kill him, but simply to take him and capture him and put him in a prison until, well, he saw fit. And time went on, and eventually, they kept fighting, or I shouldn't say they kept fighting. James and his criminals were just destroying the city. They were robbing every bank. They were doing all these terrible crimes, and the city police couldn't do anything about it because they weren't strong enough. They were just police officers. What they really needed was the military, but the military can't devote all of its time and effort into these criminals, especially when they're so well trained that they could probably even face the military and come out alive. And James probably wouldn't even get any prison time at all. And so Lucas decided that, Lucas didn't decide. The mayor decided that they needed a force just to help neutralize it. Even if it's impossible to get rid of them, at least the effort would help. And so he decided he needed that task force, and who better to go to than Lucas's friend, Elijah. Because he wasn't currently talking to Lucas at any point. He didn't even know how to contact him, but he knew that Elijah knew how to, and he's like, Elijah, we need to create something to stop this, and I think that Lucas would be the best person to do that. After all, he did save the entire city 3 years ago. And so, Elijah decided he would bring that idea to Lucas. Lucas eventually agreed to it, and the L Police was born. Named the L Police because the Lucas Police, but it was more so because, as Elijah says, it was all Lucas's fault. So basically, it's making fun of the fact that it's his fault that they're in this situation in the first place, that kind of thing. And that's how the L Police was formed as of right now. Of course, once again, it's subject to change, and it could, in in 5 days it could be completely different. It might not even be the El Police anymore. Lucas might not even be the main character anymore. And so all that could change, but that's the current running story. Before, at one point, Lucas just had a suspicion that James was making an army, and that's why the El Police was created, which I thought was stupid, which is why I changed it. But anyway, I'm going on for too long, because anyone who sees the amount of time that this video takes, 25 minutes currently, is gonna immediately not want to click on it. So I'm gonna leave right now. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whether that's in a month, whether that is in a week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.